Zdar, tady Duke, vítám vás u svého Noobplaye na hru Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Jsou to asi 2 roky, ne-li víc, co jsem tuhletu sérii slíbil. Od toho, co jsem dohrál Deus Ex Human Revolution a podobná doba od toho, co jsem dohrál Kingdom Come, na který jsem chtěl navazovat s tímhletím. Je to hra z roku 2016, což je šílený si to takhle uvědomit. Protože když byste hráli tu hru, tak určitě neřeknete, že je z roku 2016, protože vypadá mnohem líp na svoji dobu. Vypadá dobře i na tuhle dobu, což je docela drsný touhle grafikou. Je to fakt hezký. A jako Human Revolution taky vypadalo skvěle. No, ten Dawn Engine dělá divy. Ale pokud neznáte Deus Ex Mankind Divided, tak doporučuji se nejdřív kouknout na Human Revolution, protože tady budou velký spoilery. Hned začátek téhle hry je obrovský spoiler na Human Revolution, kde vám vlastně řeknou úplně všechno, co se v předchozím díle dělo. Takže doporučuji se podívat buď na můj předchozí Noobplay, anebo na Let's Play někoho jiného, abyste věděli o tom příběhu a nespoilnuli si to. A nebo samozřejmě nejlépe hrát tu hru sami. Protože to bývá většinou hrozně levný. Až kriminálně levný bych řekl. Dá se to koupit v bundlu i s Mankind Divided. Na Fanaticalu to hodně často je. Už jsem to tam viděl asi 5krát. A opravdu to stojí za to. OK, teď se do toho už ale pustíme, nastavil jsem si to tak, jak to víceméně šlo. Full HDčko na mém displeji, trošku jsem si zvýšil FOV. A víceméně to všechno mám na vysokým grafickém detailu. Hra je hodně nahlas, takže se pokusím to nějak vyrovnávat s mým hlasem. Ale podle testovacího streamu to vypadalo docela dobře, tak uvidíme podle tohohle nastavení. OK. Pustíme se rovnou do hlavní kampaně. Takhle to jsou potom ještě nějaký bonusy. Mám to s českou lokalizací od RPG češtiny, čeština tam není úplně v základu. A pošlu vám link do popisku videa. Nejlépe, když budete mít úplně všechny ty datadisky, které vlastně už ani nevím, jestli se dá koupit samotná hra bez datadisku. Dá. OK. Ale jak říkám, většina z těch datadisků bývá v těch bundlech a ty bundly jsou opravdu levný. Dá se ta hra v té jejich super edici sehnat fakt za málo a doporučuji to vřele. Sami uvidíte. OK, pustíme novou hru. Už můžu dát i novou hru plus, protože jsem to párkrát dohrál. A pustíme si úvodní video, kde nám vysvětlí, co se vlastně stalo doteď. I never asked for this. OK. Dáme si to na střední obtížnost nějakou. Tohle bude jenom takový casual playthrough. Na ty vyšší obtížnosti to hraju spíš na streamu. A jenom abyste pochopili, je to hra s obrovským množstvím herních stylů a možností, jak to můžete hrát. A já to budu hrát takovým jako nejlehčím stylem v uvozovkách, pro mě aspoň. Budu se snažit používat spíš mozek a ukecávat lidi, než abych sám na někoho útočil, nebo se snažil někoho zabít. Budu to prostě ochcávat, dalo by se jednoduše říct. Takže abyste věděli, co čekat dopředu. Samozřejmě buď můžete jít stealth, buď můžete používat takovýhle 4D šachy, a nebo prostě všechny zabít. Meze se tady nekladou v přístupech a odměňují vás všechny přístupy. Není to jako třeba v Assassin's Creed, že byste prostě museli jít stealthem a jinak by to nešlo. Jinak byste měli desynchronizaci. Vůbec ne. Tohle je na té hře skvělý, že vám dává absolutní volnost. Dobrá, dáme si to na střední, dej mi výzvu. A jo, přepíšou se mi o savey, jasný. A pustíme si krátký video o Human Revolution. Opakuju, tohle je obrovský spoiler, vyspoiluje vám to celou hru Deus Ex Human Revolution. Takže to buď skipněte těch 12 minut, anebo nejlépe si schlídněte někde Deus Ex Human Revolution, nebo si to zahrajte.
Advances in biotechnology were helping people improve their physical and mental abilities to an amazing degree. Provided, of course, they had enough money. A new breed of people was emerging, half human, half machine. And in Detroit, at least, not everyone was happy to see it. I'd just landed a job as head of security at Sarif Industries, a cutting-edge biotech firm. David Sarif himself handpicked me for the job. Said he needed me to keep his people safe. My ex, Megan Reed, was one of them. Brilliant neuroscientist, Megan had found a way to make augmentation safe and affordable for everyone. All she had to do was present her research to Congress. But the night before her big meeting, my security measures failed. A team of Black Op mercenaries stormed into Sarif headquarters, massacring everyone in sight. 3 of the mercs were heavily augmented walking tanks. Their mission? Take out Megan and her team. I tried to stop them, but their leader tossed me through a plate glass wall. Last thing I heard as his bullets slammed into my brain was Megan's dying scream. I should have died with her. Only I didn't. High-end military-grade enhancements saved my life. The best augmentation Sarif's money could buy. Took me half a year to get a feel for her. Should have taken longer. But 6 months into my recovery, Sarif Industries was attacked again. This time, by a radical group of pro-human purists. Violent, militant, and fanatically opposed to human augmentation. They claimed to be members of Humanity Front, a non-profit organization that wanted the UN to limit biotechnology research. The thugs broke into Sarif's factory and found machinists working overtime on a top-secret military augment called the Typhoon. Sarif sent me to retrieve it, and when I did, I found one of the so-called purists next to it, wired with cerebral implants, trying to download its classified specs. Obviously, something more was going on. The AUG killed himself before I could question him. Sarif ordered me to dig deeper, so with the help of Frank Pritchard, Sarif's head of cybersecurity, I did. Turns out a second hacker had been controlling the AUG's actions from somewhere off-site. Pritchard and I tracked his signal to a secret FEMA internment camp in Detroit. The Black Op mercenaries were there. The same mercs who'd left me for dead 6 months before. Figured they'd try again when they saw me. Wasn't so easy for them this time. I took out the tank named Barrett. Even got him to give me a new lead. A penthouse apartment in China. Of course, we both knew it would be a trap in the end. Hengsha Island, China. Home to a city so crowded, they had to build a second city on top of it. Trying to find clues in Hengsha wouldn't be easy. Lucky for me, I wasn't alone. Farida Malik, Sarif Industries' ace pilot, had lived in Hengsha before. A good person to have on your side. She knew enough about the place to get me around. Malik dropped me in the lower city, close to the penthouse Barrett had told me about. Bell Tower Associates, a private security firm under contract to the Chinese government, had agents tossing the suite when I arrived. Just not for the reason I'd been expecting. Turns out the man who lived there was a criminal hacker named Van Bruggen. The same hacker who'd been remotely controlling the AUG in Sarif's factory. Van Bruggen's panicked decision to force the man to commit suicide had been a mistake. Now his mercenary partners were gunning for him, and I needed to find him before they did. Locating Van Bruggen meant playing nice with the triads, Henksh's organized crime lords. They had the hacker holed up inside a low-rent capsule hotel. By the time I found him, Van Bruggen had no qualms giving up the woman who hired him. Zhao Yunru, president of the Taiyang Medical Corporation. According to Van Bruggen, Zhao wanted to monopolize the augmentation industry and had hired Black Op mercenaries to destabilize her competition. Seraph Industries was at the top of her list. To prove this, I needed to get inside TYM and grab a surveillance hologram off a server. I suspected Van Bruggen was hiding something when he told me this, but nothing could have prepared me for what I saw. Megan wasn't dead. She and her 4 best researchers had been kidnapped, spirited away somewhere while their kidnappers made it look like they were dead. Desperate to learn more, I confronted Zhao in her penthouse. She claimed to be a pawn in a bigger plan, and hinted at a group so powerful it controlled global interests at a whim. Then she slipped into a panic room and hit the alarm, forcing me to make a very quick exit. I figured Zhao was lying, but part of her confession made sense. David Sarif had been worried about his people. So worried, he'd required all of them to have subdermal locator devices surgically implanted. The GPLs would have been broadcasting the day of the attack. But Zhao said a single call to Picus, the world's leader in global 24-hour satellite news, had turned those signals off. I needed to fly to Picus headquarters in Montreal if I wanted to learn more. Eliza Cassan, Picus Communications' First Lady of News. Malik thought I was reaching when I told her Eliza was involved in this. The world's most famous news anchor, working with a mercenary hit squad. But when I confronted Cassan in her office, she freely admitted to jamming Detroit's satellites the night Megan's team had been taken. Said she's just been following her commands. I suspected she wanted to say more. But Black Op mercenaries showed up looking to shut us both down. And just like that, the Eliza I'd been talking to disappeared. The mercs were led by an augmented killer I'd crossed paths with twice before. Fedorova, a woman who'd made silence her best friend. She waited for me to track Eliza's transmission to a secret server room underneath the Picus complex, then jumped me from behind. A deadly fight ensued. I made sure she never moved silently again. With Fedorova down, and no one left to keep Eliza quiet, she reappeared. Turns out Picus's First Lady of News wasn't a lady at all. She was a sophisticated AI program, engineered to monitor data streams and control what people believed. Eliza told me the mercs had brought in a Humanity Front doctor named Isaiah Sandoval to remove the scientist's implanted tracking devices while Detroit's satellites were down. She also told me to speak to David Sarif if I wanted to learn more. By the time Malik and I got back to Detroit, tensions between normal and augmented citizens had reached a flashpoint. Riots were breaking out in several cities, and the UN was being urged to intervene. Sarif was trying hard to convince Hugh Darrow, the inventor turned philanthropist who'd once been a leading proponent of enhancement technologies, to help stop a possible regulatory vote. Sarif had a lot riding on Darrow. Megan's discovery would have given millions of people the chance to evolve beyond their normal human abilities, and at the same time catapulted Sarif Industries to the top of the Fortune 500. According to Sarif, Megan's kidnappers knew this, and didn't want people evolving unless they controlled how it was done. He called his enemies Illuminati, and urged me to keep searching. Determined to do so, I tracked down Sandoval via America's most outspoken augmentation opponent, Bill Taggart, Sandoval's boss and founder of Humanity Front. Sandoval admitted to operating on Megan's team when I confronted him, but said he hadn't removed their GPLs. He'd merely switched them to a different frequency. Pritchard was able to trace one of the signals to China. Malik and I immediately took off in pursuit. Unfortunately, the Illuminati were one step ahead. Ambushed. Shot out of the sky by Bell Tower associates, seconds after entering Hengsha's airspace. Malik's piloting skills saved me. After a tense and bitter struggle, I escaped into Lower Hengsha. The tracking signal I was following led straight to the Triads, or more specifically, to the augmented arm of Tong Si-hung, leader of a gang of augmentation harvesters. Tong said they'd taken the arm off a corpse, which Bell Tower had left at their door, meaning at least one of Seraph's scientists was dead. Maybe not the rest of them, though. Tong pointed me to a port used for human trafficking and helped me slip aboard a Bell Tower ship. It was sailing to Rifleman Bank Station, a military base in the South China Sea. Bell Tower was holding kidnapped civilians as prisoners there, and using them to perfect the Hyron Project, a human-computer interface that left most of its test subjects dead. My search for Megan would have ended then, if not for a mysterious ally named Quinn. In exchange for my help exposing Bell Tower, he slipped me aboard a second ship headed to Singapore, and an Illuminati-run biotech facility called Omega Ranch. 3 of Seraph's scientists were there, forced by their captors to create a technology capable of remotely shutting down augmented abilities. Thanks to an emergency recall notice issued by the World Health Organization, millions of people all over the world already had the biochip installed. With the help of the scientists, I tracked Megan to a private section of the ranch. There, I ran into Yaron Namir, the walking tank who'd put a bullet in my brain the first time we met. He'd teamed up with Zhao and was hoping to catch me off guard. Their little ambush didn't work. I found Megan in a suite belonging to Hugh Darrow, the billionaire philanthropist who'd Seraph had called on for help. Darrow had convinced her to go along with the biochip plan by promising to sabotage the tech. As she was explaining this, Darrow appeared in a global broadcast, telling the world that augmentations would be the death of mankind. Then he activated the biochips to prove his point. All over the world, augmented people flew into a killing frenzy. Darrow had betrayed everyone, and it was up to me to set things right. To do it, I had to reach Panchaea, a massive installation in the Arctic Ocean. As I raced through corridors built by an all-augmented workforce, I saw death and destruction firsthand. By the time I shut down Darrow's broadcast, I knew the damage he'd done. Still, humanity's future remained unclear. How would the world react to this sabotage? Would people ever regain their faith in augmentations again? What would be the Illuminati's next move? Only time will give us the answers. I once thought I could save the world. Now look at it.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard sister airlines flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history.
Sometimes, you just have to let go and embrace what you've become.
Not gonna go all wonky on us now, Hansa, are you?
What if I do, McCready? Guarantee you'll never see it coming.
Agent Jensen, am I gonna have a problem with you?
No, sir. No reason to assume you would.
Good, because you are the only augmented operative on this team, and I intend to make good use of you. Listen up, all of you. We got a sandstorm barreling down our ass and we can't afford to make mistakes. We're going after this man, an arms dealer named Shepard. He's ex-Bell Tower, one of the Special Forces commanders who disappeared during the incident.
And he's come out of hiding. That cannot be good.
It's not. He's selling weapons and military-grade augments to terrorists. This is Aran Singh, the undercover agent who lured Shepard out of his hole. Best you see Interpol's got. But 3 years he's worked hard to get him tight with the Jinn, an Iraqi smuggling cartel that's infected the Eastern Hemisphere like a plague. Last week, our arms dealer sent a message to the Jinn, offering to sell them a shitload of black market merchandise dirt cheap. They told Singh to handle the buy.
They're not gonna like it when Interpol disrupts their party. Is Singh's cover really that good?
It is right now. We need to keep it that way. This is where the deal's going down. A half-finished high-rise hotel that's been abandoned ever since the incident. It's not a pretty picture inside.
Let me guess. Most of the laborers were augmented with heavy-duty industrial rigs. So when the incident hit, and they all went schizo, things got gruesome real fast.
And no one, except for some homeless junkies, have been inside the place ever since.
So what's the plan, Director?
Singh's meeting Shepard on the ground floor, inside the hotel's main atrium. He sent the bulk of his Jinn crew to the penthouse levels to secure a vantage point. I want McCready's team to take up positions overlooking the atrium and make the arrest. Jensen, you're going in solo from the roof.
My objectives?
Keep the Jinn from joining the party. As far as we can tell, only one route connects the atrium to the penthouse level, a halfway decent elevator shaft. Here. I want you to block access to it.
Fine. Just cut me loose.
Do you plan on relying solely on your augments for this one? I'd recommend taking a little hardware, just to be sure.
OK. A máme tady konečně první volbu. Jako nám dával na výběr David Sarif v tom vrtulníku. Jestli bereme omračující nebo smrtící zbraň. Čili nesmrtící a smrtící. Podle těch předchozích videí a všech těch informací jsem teď pochopil, že je asi šíleně náročný se v tom vyznat, protože je to fakt hodně informací na začátek. A pokud se teprve poprvé díváte na Mankind Divided a jste nový v tomhletom univerzu, tak chápu, že je toho asi fakt moc. Ale na druhou stranu tahle ta hra počítá s tím, že už jste hráli Human Revolution, jakož to přímo navazuje. Ale i tak si myslím, že udělali docela dobrou práci s tím rekapitulačním videem. Jenom. Vezmeme si rovnou Dudley.
Your call, but Singh's undercover in all this.
So watch your fucking sights.
What about range? There's lots of wide spaces and high ceilings in there, but a number of tight and constrained rooms too.
So it's a crapshoot, really.
A vezmeme si útočnou pušku, protože to bude zbraň, kterou budeme mít do začátku.
Well, I'm not looking to play dice with anyone in there. Give me something with distance.
Your call. Less chance of being seen and compromising Singh that way. One last thing, Jensen. Singh said the Jinn are using some sort of portable Wi-Fi device to boost communications. He's got a better chance of maintaining cover if you disable it.
I'll keep an eye out for it. But aren't we on the clock here? You said there's a sandstorm moving in.
There is, and we got the intel on this mission at the very last minute. So we're scrambling a little. If it comes to it, your #1 priority is keeping the Jinn out of that atrium.
Copy that.
Time to put away your happy thoughts, gentlemen. We're approaching the target building.
You're up first, Jensen. Let's do this.
Task Force action. This is Knife Leader. Engage Hush drives and descend to Angels 1-5.
Team leader, this is Jensen. I'm on the roof.
Solid copy. Move into the building. The access route you need to block is at the far end of the penthouses. And keep in mind, the direct route might not be the easiest one.
Roger that.
McCready will advise once his team is on the ground. Miller out.
OK, konečně jsme se dostali do hry. Od Human Revolutionu se to mírně liší, co se týká ovládání a nějakých herních mechanik, takže jsem si na to musel chvíli zvykat. Vezmeme peňáže. A v jakém jsme teda stavu? Máme útočnou pušku, jeden biochip na energii a jeden heal. Granáty, smoke granáty, fragy. A z nějakého důvodu mám Typhoon. Co se týče augmentací, tak tadyhle do začátku máte skoro všechno, protože se to tady bude testovat. A potom ty augmentace ztratíte, jak už to bývá prostě po úvodu. Jelikož je to RPGčko od Eidosu, tak je dobrý hledat takovéhle tajné místnosti. Protože ty budou všude. A hlavně loot. Wow. Ty vole, to je obrovský hejno. Protože loot je live. Tak. Moje oblíbené prolézání ventilací. Tady, hele, nic v tom mezipatře, víceméně. A hele, přece jenom tady něco bylo. Sekretářka od větráku.
Jensen, we're moving through. Oh, fuck!
What's wrong?
The Gen have got a few Jennies up and running. Gonna have to hack keypads.
Should enjoy it, McCready. They have colors and shapes. Just remember, red means bad.
Fuck you.
Tak, tady máme heavy předměty. Na ty potřebujeme augmentaci paží, kterou máme. Takže cajk. Vlevo dole vidíme modrou lineu, to je naše energie, a vpravo dole zelená linea je náš život. Hele, medikály. Paráda. A opravdu se vyplatí to tady prohledávat úplně celý. A protože dojedete pro různý bonusy a loot navíc. Kreditka. Tak. Bčkem se teďka otevírají ty augmentace a my si kolečkem myši přiřadíme chytrý vidění. A ostatní augmentace se používají F-kovýma klávesama, což je takový docela nezvyk. Takže kolečko myši a máme tady prostoupit zeď. OK. Nemůžeme se dostat skrz dveře, protože terminál je vyřazený. Takže musíme nahodit elektřinu. To buď můžeme projít tady spodem, anebo rovnou vyskočit nahoru. To projdu tudy. Biočlánek. A zapneme elektřinu. To nám ale zapne a elektrizuje tady podlahu, protože je tam voda. Takže se dostaneme skrz tudy. To chytrý vidění je docela OP, i když to bere hodně energie, protože tam vidíte úplně všechno v okolí. Všechny secrety a podobně. Tak. Hackování je taky trošku změněný. VASD se tady budeme hejbat potom. A Cčkem obsazujeme jednotlivý body a musíme se dostat do tadyhle toho zeleného toho registru. Fkem můžu opevnit bod. Tady je to navržený tak, abyste to prostě museli zvládnout. I když vás to vyschýzuje tím, jak dlouho to trvá. Tak. We're in. Máme tady různý výukový módy. Ten cover systém se taky změnil. Teď už je to Fkem, defaultně. A mezerníkem se přesouváte z coveru do coveru. Občas to úplně nevyjde. Tak. A teďka Kvéčkem, stisknutím můžeme omráčit toho týpka, anebo podržením Kvéčka ho zabijeme. Zatím půjdeme non-lethal, dokud to půjde. A vezmu mu pistoli. Nejlépe by bylo, kdybychom ho někam schovali, ale... Na to teď úplně nemám čas. Buď to můžeme projít tudy, hlavní cestou, anebo tadyhle okolo. Bednička. My ještě nemáme jump attack, takže... Ale markování máme. A nemám na žádný zbraní tlumič. Ale takhle se můžeme jednoduše dostat do této secret místnosti. Hop.
Jensen, Mac, listen up. Doppler shows that sandstorm's moving in fast. It's big and it's gonna hit us hard.
God, I hate the fucking desert. Confirm visual?
I can. Time is not on our side.
Copy that.
Solid copy.
خلينا ننهي هذه الصفقة ونطلع من هان.
Opatrně. Tak. Pistoli. Ne. Je tady trošku zvláštní to přiřazování, ale nakonec si na to zvyknete. Musíte klikat 1, 2, 3, 4, abyste přiřadili ten předmět té dané číslici. Tak, je tady zeď. Tím, že ji zničíme... Tak se prozradíme samozřejmě. Ale uvidíme, jestli se nás všimnou nebo ne. Vypadá to, že byl dost daleko, aby to ignoroval, píčus. Lol. OK, tak jsme je prostě obešli. A teď můžeme sletět dolů pomocí Ikara. Jo. Hezky. Jasně, plížení. Cčkem klasika. A tady bychom přijeli tím výtahem. Když bychom se prostříleli. Už nemám moc energie. Takže by se mi spíš vyplatilo je prostě obejít. Samopálos. Tak a tady můžeme jít tou ventilací. Mám to tak jako nenápadně říká. No mi potom dal nějaký loot, ale k tomu...
McCready, how you making out?
Slower than expected.
Jo, vlastně boj.
Say again?
When the shit hit the fan in 27, the rush must have been for the stairs. There's corpses
Yep.
everywhere. A lot of your cousins are here too, Jensen. You want me to grab you any spare parts?
No parts. But I take mine with cream and 2 sugars while you're asking.
أنا خلاص مش قادر أتنفس هنا. العملية دي ما يهمنيش. كل اللي عاوزه إننا نخرج من هنا.
OK. Tady už se předpokládá, že budeme bojovat.
شكلنا كده جينا بدري. مش شايف أي حاجة.
Ale zkusíme to projít. Cestou nejnižšího odporu.
مفيش حاجة هنا غير الرملة. You got anything? Do not get overconfident.
Jensen, what's your 20?
Working my way through the penthouses.
OK.
Remember to keep an eye out for the Jin's communications booster. If you can, disable it.
Roger that.
Tady je plyn, ale my máme vylepšení, takže tady můžeme být. Tady je special loot. Tak a jdu. Tady se to nedá vypnout, takže musíme jít dál. Tak, obešli jsme ty parchanty. Ojojoj. No, tady už to bude složitější. Protože jich je tam fakt hodně, ale... pořád ne nemožný.
قولوا تمام هنا.
Aspoň tebe vezmu. Ať mi tady nepřekážíš. Tak a vezmeme to tudy. Když mě neuvidí tam ten cápek. Je tam další? Ne. Vždycky si můžete najít cestičku okolo. Pak je tady. A hele. Sekundární objektiv. To je ta rušička, kterou máme zrušit.
The signal booster is online. Good. I could barely hear them down there. Okay, keep your eyes open. I'm going to go see if I can find anything.
Ale podívám se, jestli můžu sundat 2 týpky najednou. Vypadá to, že jo. Ale musím použít nějaký článek. Pojď. Jsem na ně mohl naskočit už předtím. Wow. Dobrý. Sakra. Já vlastně vidím i jejich vizi. Takže musíme sundat nejdřív toho vpravo. A potom naběhnout na toho levýho.
المنطقة كلها فاضية متأمنة. حول.
Yes.
Listen up, everyone. Change
Sakra.
hacked to the Jin's radio signal. Checking the patch now. We
Ah,
should be
dobrý.
hearing Sing any second.
خليل، الراجل اللي هيبيع لنا الحاجات جاي كمان شوية. روح قول لبقية الناس ان انا هحصلكم وخليكم يعني منتظرين.
Patch is clean.
Solid copy. Good. I'll repatch us once the deal kicks off.
Tak. Slyšel to někdo? Jsou alertnutý? Nejsou. Vypadá to, že ne.
Miller,
No tady knížky.
I've disabled the Jin's comms booster. Should make it harder for them to listen in on the deal.
Good work. With luck, Sing's cover will still be intact when
Yeah.
this is over.
Roger that. Moving on to primary target now.
Biochip, který jsem použil, paráda. Máme taky ventilace. Jo, to bych vlastně přišel z druhé strany. Alright.
What was that?
Aj.
الجو ابتدى يحرر قوي.
Někdo viděl? Ne? Neviděl.
Nothing here.
طبعا.
No ne, pode mnou. Mě vždycky děsí ta ikona.
This is taking forever.
مفيش حاجة هنا غير الرملة. اهدى كده. يا أخي الصفقة دي احنا عملنا فيهم خير. نشتري معدات ومكان
Ach.
Not what I meant. I meant we should be in the atrium with you, not up here.
Jensen, we're inside the atrium, taking up positions on the terraces. What's your 20?
Still moving.
Well, hurry the fuck up. Enemy helo is inbound and this sandstorm's getting close. You get that comms booster disabled?
Affirmative. Booster's fried.
So maybe the Tin Man does have a heart after all. Way to look out for your team. Creedy out.
OK. No? A já to musím celý. Od to.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Tak. A jsme tam.
Jensen. Penthouse access route secure. Jin shouldn't be a problem. Over.
Copy that. About fucking time. Enemy helo sighted. All right, strike force. Position and hold.
Strike 1, in position.
Strike 2, all set. Strike 3, yeah.
Strike 4 in position and holding, boss. Eyes up, safety's off, guys.
Yeah, no shit, brown nose.
Watch your fucking mouth, Halliday.
Both of you shut up. 5 in position.
Elitní, ty vole, tým.
Everybody stay sharp. Singh's got eyes on Shepard. Patching you in now. Target's in the AO. Remember, Singh's down there, so watch your fire.
You got balls, Singh? Executing a buy with a sandstorm on her ass?
I cannot take credit for Mother Nature, mister.
You can call me Shepard.
How biblical. Are these the weapons?
The Ogs. They're getting harder to come by. Guns are still on the chopper. Show me the cash, quick, and we'll...
Oh, what the? The park has been crashed. Shepard is dead.
What? By who? What's going on down there?
Miller, this isn't the Jinn. Repeat, it's not the Jinn.
They're after the weapons. Open fire! Open fire!
Weapons free! Open up!
Greedy. Make it a grab for the chopper. You got a shot?
Negative. Negative. We're under heavy fire down here. We can't let that chopper take off, Jensen.
I got it.
This is bad! They're closing in! We're gonna lose Singh!
OK, musíme zachránit Singha. A zastavit helikoptéru.
Jensen, this sandstorm might have just bought us some time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Copy that.
Toto. Aby nám to uznalo záchranu Singha, tak musíme vyčistit úplně všechno tady. Nedostatek energie. Fuck. Sakra.
Enemy positions are cleared. Strike force, tombstone that fucking chopper, please.
OK, uznalo mi to... Uznalo mi to Singha?
Miller, chopper's been grounded. Repeat.
Jensen! You're welcome.
Shit.
artificial eyes to prosthetic limbs.
From molecular-sized computers.
Human-controlled evolution available to all.
We will merge with machines, with computers.
When this is done, the Illuminati won't be able to control men and women like you. No, stop! Had planned. Scenes of horror on the streets of Detroit.
Kind of madness has gripped mechanically augmented people.
Shanghai, Los Angeles, Ankara, Dubai.
People are dying out there. Millions of people.
The search for survivors in Pangaea has been downgraded to a recovery mission.
The Czech Republic leads a growing list of countries calling for the relocation of its augmented citizens.
It's a new world, Adam. It's afraid of people like us.
Bust into safe and secure segregated industries closely to tourist.
You didn't think it would end with the Og incident, did you?
We were victims. This is retribution for a tragedy we cannot control.
They control the news. They buried the truth with disinformation. Multiple detonations. Looks like car bombs.
Another terrorist attack, this time in a police station.
The United Nations Security Council has tasked
The new anti-terrorist intelligence and response team will have global jurisdiction.
Agent Jensen.
I won't let it happen again.
What have the events in Dubai cost us?
They knew the risks.
How many assets did we lose?
All of them. This sandstorm didn't help.
The mission was a success.
Clearly, your scale for success is a generous one. However, the erratic nature of the attack could work to our advantage. Interpol will be confused for weeks, and with our continued guidance, the people will come round eventually. We are all in this for the long game, after all.
That's never changed.
You think so? Do I need to remind you all how far we have veered off course? The Og incident has caused a schism in society. Things are worse than we projected, and growing more unstable every day. This will not be tolerated. To ensure the success of our vision, the disruptive elements must be excised.
No one here disagrees with you. But let me fly to New York and I will personally evaluate the situation. We may already have the votes we need to ensure that the Human Restoration Act passes.
Very well. Stanton, you accompany. We may need to exert financial as well as political pressure to silence anyone opposed. Proceed. Elizabeth, I'll contact you later.
It won't succeed, Lucius, even with Dowd's money. You know what Rand will find in New York? Weak, ineffectual men. And with Nathaniel Brown still an unknown factor.
Of course. That is why we're proceeding with our alternate strategy. You have claimed much in the past, Paige. This is your chance to deliver.
Everything is in place. We can initiate whenever you wish.
How secure your communications, Bob? Jaina seems to have eyes everywhere these days. He and his Juggernaut Collective...
Jaina's won't be an issue. I've made arrangements. I laid the foundations. Now it is time to get everyone's attention. Paige, activate the sleep cell.
Konečná stanice Růžičkovo nádraží. Příjezd za 5 minut.
It's Jensen. Just getting off the train now.
Copy that. We'll debrief when you get in. You coming straight to the office?
Unless there's a problem at a checkpoint.
Your papers should be in order. Just keep your head down. Miller out.
Hot off.
Papers, please. Everything should be in order.
No, I'm afraid they are not.
Well, you knew the papers are no good. You just let my wife through.
You, come here.
Vítejte v České republice v roce 2029.
So sorry. Damn it.
Což je dost nerealistický.
Here, let me help you with that, ma'am.
Ma'am? Seriously?
I could have gone with Sweetie. You get my message about Dubai?
Yeah. I'm glad you're all right, Adam. That ambush sounded pretty bad, man.
Not something I was expecting, that's for sure. Any idea who hit us?
Well, I'm sure your task force will come up with something. And that it won't be what the Juggernaut Collective digs up. Kinda odd, though, don't you think? Interpol sending your team, the Prague team, to Dubai in the first place?
Miller said they were scrambling. Last-minute intel. We were the only strike team available.
Yeah, well, that's a lie. Better get moving. The Collective has been keeping tabs on all task force divisions ever since we slipped you into one of them. They've got a team in Oman. Could have been a hell of a lot faster than you guys.
So why send us?
Don't know. If the task force is an Illuminati front, like we all suspect, it doesn't make much sense to send it into an ambush.
Unless they wanted our team to see something. Officially.
Augové, připravte si papíry. Připravte si papíry na inspekci.
Don't make a scene, Adam.
Wouldn't dream of it, Alex.
Nezastavuj se!
I swear it's gotten even worse here in the past few days. Everyone looking over their shoulder. Terrified Augs like us are going to attack them again.
Somebody probably will. Treat people like animals long enough, they'll start acting like animals.
You say that like there's nothing we could do to stop it.
I already tried 2 years ago. It didn't work out so well.
So what? Are you saying we should just give up? Let hatred and prejudice take over? To hell with that!
I'm saying I can only go after enemies I see, Alex. The men who caused all this, the true power brokers, they're the ones I need to stop. I thought you knew that.
I do. You, me, the Juggernaut Collective, we're all trying to stop them. It doesn't mean turning a blind eye to...
Then help me find them.
Get back in line, sir.
Okay, avec you.
Hold it! Hand over your papers. Just watch yourself, Clank.
I can't believe you're doing that.
You brought this on yourself.
Get your hands off of that.
Don't make this any harder than it has to be.
I hate this city. Come on. If you're right about Dubai, about the Illuminati needing your team as witnesses, then we need to find out why. Who gave you the order to mobilize?
Miller did. But it probably came from someone higher up the chain.
Doesn't mean he's not in on it. Ever heard of the NSN?
A neural subnet, sure. In TF-29, directors use it to plan ops and communicate privately in cyberspace. What's this?
Whisper chip. Custom-made wiretap device. Janus designed it to fit inside the NSN's motherboard.
Ah, the elusive Janus. Leader of the hacktivists. Am I ever gonna meet this guy?
Someday, maybe. Right now you need to concentrate on Miller and find a way to access the NSN's mother...
Alex, you okay?
Yeah. Yeah. careful. We'll talk.
Stand back, let me help. Hold on. Shit. Alex, it's Adam.
Hey, you sound like shit. How you feeling?
A little sore, but I'll be all right. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I've been through worse. Jesus, how fucked up is that to think, huh?
Listen, Alex, my systems are acting up a little, so I've got to get checked out. But if you want to meet or...
What? No, I'm fine, man. You just take care of you. This girl's built tough. Give me a call when you're useful again, okay?
All right, I will. Talk to you soon.
OK. Tohle by byl ten úplně úvod. Už snad hotovej, teď už nebudeme mít tolik cutscén a budeme moct volně hrát. Byl teda teroristický útok na nádraží v Pragu. Ale mají dost nerealistickou vizi o Praze, protože takhle nebude vypadat ani v roce 2060, natož v roce 2029. A takovýhle vlaky tady nebudeme mít ještě tak aspoň 60 let, no. Pokud do té doby aspoň splatíme ty vlaky, který mám. Tady je tajná skrýš. Máme tady sekretářku. Balíček. Je to sekretářka od... pilotka? Španělka s velkou pistolí, to není Maliková, ale ne, to není Španělka. Q. OK. Vím, kdo to je ten týpek z DLCčka, ale... Španělská pilotka? A tadyhle máme nějaký záznamy od Pritcharda. Já to vždycky jenom nechám tak na 4-5 vteřin, ať si to můžete pročíst. No, můžete si to pozastavit. Tohle jsou v podstatě věci, co se staly předtím, než jsme se probudili. Mimochodem to rádio je taky strašně dobrý. To jenom poslouchat. Ne. Ještě máme Vision, no jo? Jsem si vůbec neuvědomil, že nám tohleto zůstalo. Nějaký augmentace máme zrušený. Jo, máme Erroris. A měli bychom se co nejdřív dostat
Open blinds.
Good morning, Adam.
k našemu opravátorovi.
You have one new message.
From?
David Sarif.
Play it.
Adam, it's David. I know it's been a while, but after what happened in Prague yesterday... Look, son, whatever reasons you've had for not getting in touch these last 2 years, well, life's too short. I'm leaving for London soon, but give me a call.
You saved his vidcall number?
Yes, Adam. Just activate your TV system.
Klást, můžeme prodat. Vybereme vlastní barák. Jo, já už nemám místo v inventáři, protože jsem tam vlastně sebral tu sniperu, tam mi zabírá hodně. OK. Kouknem do kompu. Co máme v mailu? Ředitel Task Forceu. Kabátec. A Čenk. Máme zbrojnici. Jo, klasicky za televizí, že jo. Provedeme hard save. Pro jistotku.
As you wish.
Aha, ne za televizí, ale tady. Tadyhle to je náš inventář, takovej. Sem si můžeme schovávat věci, pokud budeme chtít. Nějaký special, já bych sem vlastně mohl schovat tu sniperu, tak, jo, podívala se tam, paráda.
I'll keep you safe.
Nic.
As you wish, but remember, homeowner, this poses a substantial security risk.
Jo, já jsem zamknul dveře. Tak. Akorát zavoláme Sarifovi. Jenom se to trochu buguje, ten storáž, no.
Adam, thanks for calling me back, son.
Sarif.
I heard about the bombing in Prague. It's all over the news. Did anyone you know get hurt?
You know me. Tend to keep to myself. I'm surprised you even know I'm here.
Interpol called me when you applied for the job, part of their extensive background checks. I gave you a glowing recommendation.
Thanks. What do you want?
What do I want? Jeez, Adam. I know I did some questionable things in the past, but a lot's happened in the last 2 years. To both of us.
That's true. For what it's worth, I'm glad you made it out of Panchea.
Thank you. It wasn't easy, as I'm sure you know. I was at death's door by the time the rescue crews pulled me out of the wreckage, and while the doctors were stitching me back together, my company fell apart. Wasn't anything I could do to stop it, not from a hospital bed.
I heard Tai Young Medical bought everything up.
They're the only biotech corporation that could after the incident. Our patents, our tech, everything. Oh well, sometimes one dream has to die so another can rise from its ashes.
Nějak jsem jako nepochopil, proč je Adam na Sarifa tak nasranej, proč se k němu takhle chová. Jakože jo, zjistili jsme, že nás vlastně nechal takhle augmentovat a nemusel pro naší záchranu. Ale hej, nakonec se nám ty augmentace docela hodí.
You heard anything from Megan?
After all we went through, I thought she'd stand by me. Still, you know, she always wanted to be at the cutting edge. She didn't see a future for herself in Detroit, so she went to VersaLife.
She moved to Hong Kong?
San Francisco. They've got an offshore research facility there named Roky Beach. I'm sure you've seen it in the news.
California, huh? I wonder if she's told her mother.
You want my advice, son? Write her out of your life. Because I'm damn sure she's written us out of hers.
Jako jo, no, Reedová je docela nevděčná svině. Adamova ex. Ale co čekat, no.
You talked to Pritchard lately?
Frank! Out of all of us, I think he's the one who's changed the least.
He'd probably tell you there wasn't anything about him that needed changing.
I'm sure he would. But when the world transforms itself the way ours has, people need to adapt or get left behind. Frank's freelance now, but he's still in computer security, still in Detroit. I don't know if he'll ever leave.
Your message said you were going to London. Casual trip? Or is this tied to the new dream?
I'm meeting with the Santo group, Nathaniel Brown and his investors.
Santo? They built the Udalek complex, the Og ghetto, here in Prague. Why are you meeting with them?
Brown's got big plans. He wants to focus on real solutions, ideas that look to the future. You've heard of the Safe Harbor Initiative?
I've heard of Rabia, the walled city he and his company are building in the desert for Ogs.
Rabia's just a part of it. We're talking about self-sustaining, energy-efficient arcologies that can be replicated anywhere on Earth. Cities built by the augmented, for the augmented.
Where the dream of self-controlled human evolution lives on.
It may not seem like it right now, son, but one day, people will move on from the incident. And when that happens, we'll be ready for it. I'm glad we caught up, Adam. I've always tried to look out for you, you know. That bombing yesterday.
You didn't call to talk about the bombing. Just ask.
It's nothing, really. I just need a signature so I can finish filing the bankruptcy paperwork.
You need my signature?
Yeah, apparently there was some kind of bureaucratic mix-up caused by you being declared legally dead for a year. The apartment in Detroit was leased in your name even though we paid for it.
Fine. Send me the paperwork.
Thanks, Adam. I appreciate it, really.
Goodbye, Seraph.
OK, ještě na sobě nemáme ani oblečení. Tak. Vezmeme si kabátec.
Miller, it's Jensen.
It's good to finally hear from you, Agent. You doing okay?
Sorry about the downtime. I'll get to the office as soon as I can, but my Ogs took a hit during the attack. I need to get them looked at.
Of course. There's a lot of work ahead of us, Jensen. I'll see you when you get in.
Dr. Kohler, I need to pay you a visit.
Jensen! Now's actually a really good time for me, like right now!
Something wrong?
There are some guys in my bookshop. Pissed off the Valley gangster-looking guys. So, unless you want bloodshed the day after a terror attack...
The front door isn't the most peaceful option. I got it.
Well. Je takový zvláštní, že tady jsou ty anglický a český jako nápisy dohromady. Ale aspoň už to není tím způsobem, jak byla ta kontroverze, kdy si Eidos splet azbuku nebo ruštinu s češtinou. Což v dnešní situaci by bylo asi mnohem větší outrage než tehdy. Ale hej, jako nebyli tak daleko od pravdy. Protože v Praze jste opravdu jednu dobu viděli víc azbuky a ruštiny než češtiny samotný, takže jestli tam byli zrovna v té době, tak to docela chápu. OK. ale tady to ukončíme, tenhle ten první díl. Pak se vydáme k tomu cápkovi, který nás má opravit. Abychom vůbec mohli používat správně naše augmentace. A uděláme hard save. Budu doufat, že jsme toho Singa zachránili, myslím si, že jo, protože jsme zabili úplně všechny, co tam byli, nepřátelé. A budu se na vás těšit u dalšího Noobplaye. Tentokrát už tam bude víc playe než cutscén. A asi trošku prozkoumáme ten open world. Mě vždycky akorát láká tady dělat strašný blbosti v tom open worldu. Protože tady máte tolik možností. A asi si teda dáme jednu epizodku, kde budu prolejzat ten svět a hledat nějaký looty. Zkusím se nalevelovat. A pak budeme pokračovat v hlavní kampani. Nejdřív ale teď určitě budu muset jít k tomu, co mě se řídí, co mi opraví augmentace. Abychom mohli pořádně hrát. OK? Tak, díky za sledování, pokud se vám video líbilo, dejte like, pokud ne, dejte dislike. Napište nějaký smysluplný komentář a příště u dalšího Noobplaye zdar.